Hello everyone, Nadeem here with PC.Solutions.Net. So you may have heard about data loss prevention. And it makes sense. It does what it's supposed to do. It prevents loss of data. So I know a lot of times people don't have a problem understanding this from a cloud perspective. Let's say you're using Office 365, you have data in OneDrive, you have data in SharePoint, you have data in your mailbox. Okay, protecting that data from loss makes sense because it's all in the Microsoft cloud, so Microsoft can keep track of where this data is going and how it's being interacted with, so it makes sense. Not a lot of people know that data loss prevention actually works on individual machines as well, and this is something relatively new. So with Microsoft Defender and the cloud-based technologies on the back end, DLP, data loss prevention, can be extended into user machines, user PCs. So it's important now that most users are working remotely. So if these user machines can be onboarded into DLP, then you can really make sure that the data these machines are accessing. Now, these could be users' personal machines, but you can make sure now that whatever data is accessed can, the company can account for that. So you can keep an eye on, are users really sharing data appropriately? And a lot of times it's just a user, just by mistake, either maybe emails a file to the wrong person or copies something and then pastes it in a document and shares it with somebody they're not supposed to. So this way, the enterprise can keep track of all what's happening. So let me show you really quick what kind of information DLP on the desktop side can show you what all happens. So I'm gonna share my screen real quick. So this is the information you see in DLP. So over here, we're not worried about any of the online services. We're just looking into the endpoint devices here. So in this example, we have about 84,859 devices. But what's important is it shows us some specific information about, look at that, files created, files copied to the clipboard, and we can drill down. So files copied to network share. So it gives us a lot of interesting info on what a user is doing with the data, whether they've renamed a file, copied it to the clipboard, copied it to the cloud, or emailed it to somebody. So all this, we can get this information, whether it's the user is on their enterprise machine or their personal machine. So in other words, what we're getting to is, it doesn't matter what device you're using, the data belongs to the company, and the company can always account for how users are using that data. And you can even set up alerts. So you can set up sensitive info types. If you do that, let's say you want to be alerted if somebody shares any file with credit card information, and it can send you an alert that way. So the alerts work the same way like they do in Office 365, which I've covered in the past. So just wanted to give a little bit of an overview on how DLP works on the desktop side, very similar to how it works in the cloud. And the best part is that it kind of gives you the same interface, but now in one pane of glass, you can see if there are endpoint sharing data, if there is something going on in the cloud, in OneDrive, SharePoint, your mailbox, whatever have you, and then set up alerts. So the alerts are very similar. So they all will come from the same place. They'll come from the Microsoft Cloud, and they look same. So they have the same look and feel. So very easily, just by glancing at an alert, an admin can see, a security admin can see, okay, well, this is an alert because data has been shared inappropriately. So really extends insight into how data is being interacted with. So I just wanted to touch a little bit on that. If you have any questions regarding DLP, whether it's in the cloud or on endpoints, feel free to reach out. I know a lot of companies out there are not using DLP as much as they can or they should. We internally we use DLP a lot. I mean, and let me give you a scenario. So a customer did not believe that DLP would help them at all. So we as a trial we implemented DLP and then found out one time a user deleted over 5,000 files. And this user should not have deleted those 5,000 files. The user was on the way out, so the user was going to leave the company. So that 5,000 files alert went out to the security admin. So immediately the security admin knew a certain user has deleted a bunch of files, which is abnormal behavior, and they shouldn't be doing that. Once they got that alert, they were able to undelete those files because those files were not really permanently deleted. You know, cloud files are never really permanently deleted. You can always restore them very easily within 15 days. So the files were retrieved. However, it helped out the security admins to really catch all this happening in near real time. So as soon as that alert went out, within minutes, things were happening. The user was blocked out of access. The files were recovered, and actually in this case, the security admin put a legal hold on the account so that anything the user deletes will never really get deleted. So really, could have been a bad situation. It was avoided just by using DLP, and this is DLP in the most rudimentary form. So folks, don't discount DLP. It's a very powerful feature, and most of the times it is free. It's already included in the service that you have. It's just a matter of configuring it, enabling it, and then setting up the appropriate type of report/alert. So it's all there. So just wanted to touch a little bit about that, and then we'll talk some more on Wednesday. And until then, everybody be safe out there and make it a great day.